Куди нам взагалі треба? Так, то бібліотека. Нічого не літає, ні? Мені потрібен... О, отак, да. Бо я забувся, як воно прожимається.
How do owls know where to deliver their letters?
О, чи ти підлагою? Подруга, не надо. Травологи. Так, теплицы. Хорошо.
You're growing Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's
Just no.
class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Ага,
Accio.
мандрагора.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like mock grass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Так,
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
так, посадив. Хорошо.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Добре, спасибо.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. Here we are. Home of the
Підлизуйте,
Chinese
підлизуйте.
Go on. Grab a few of those
Так,
cabbages. Just mind your thing. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Ой. А як дать їм? А де? Так. Держи так. А як
Revelio.
колесико, ну.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything
Aha.
they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if
Ну
you're
давай.
keen.
Все,
get
я
the
поняв
idea.
тебе, дядь, я
Anyway,
поняв.
we,
Давай, поїхали далі. Нам пора бігти в клас. Ти
Take your
ти
time.
правильно сказав?
I'll see you back in class.
Так. Открыть. Отак, 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 отак. Так, ідемо
Was that
до...
helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves?
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Ага. Так, завдання завершено.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their
Ще
new
4
pots.
минути.
Only cost me my damned hearing.
А що ти?
Make any...
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Ну, в мене вони ще. Воно ще робиться.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Добре. Так.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Да, так, мені треба куди? Куди мені треба? Сюди. За Бадьяном зайдемо трошки пізніше. Ну, він зараз нам особо не потрібен. Ну, а зачем він зараз? Він поки готовиться, поки це. Да. Так. Пу-пу-пу-пум. Давай, загружайся швидше. Не забудьте підписатися, поставити лайк, дзвіночок. Це допомагає мені рости вверх. Не забудьте. І розкажіть друзям. Так. Тепер. Куди? Де ти? Ось ти. Так. Полетіли. Жу. А там ще в нас скоро мітла появиться. Ну я ж знаю, що по трейлеру була мітла.
Shouldn't
Тому,
that be
да.
Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never.
I saw an aura bag on Professor Sharp's desk.
Так.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Ну давай.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Ну давай. Оці інтерактиви, вони прикольні. Такі от там крутить щось, там збирати.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Итак, хорошо.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Надійся, надійся. Так,
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes, we met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
ну слухайте. Це ж кража. Ну, типа, він дав мені. Хоча, давайте.
I'll get you the Fooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared witcher wizard.
Так. Так. Горбий тепер.
Revelio.
Натирив усього, блін, і пішов.
Your potion station
Так.
organized and free of
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Понятне діло, нічого не каже.
Here's the Fooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Добро. Так, де моє?
Should you chop the dipney or crush it? The wrong answer
так.
could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Ну, давайте тут якраз от трішки. Знаєш, що мене добиває? Що варять в таких здорових казанках, отакі здорові літри у цій баді, а наливають в такі маленькі ті колбочки. Ну, типа.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening?
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Ну, хорошо. Так, ідемо до професора. Що ти тут?
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
Щось я, напевно, пропустив, коли він його...
I brewed an edurous potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Так.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Добре. Так.
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of time.
Так, а тепер нам куди треба?
Now, was it 2 pinches of
How nice
Angelica
to
or
see you, my
3?
young friend.
А куди мені взагалі надо? Мені треба до професорши.
That's the last time I have a potion idea that I...
О, так.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Oh, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plant should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well.
Ну,
If
якщо
I'm in
буде
the
время,
area, perhaps I
поможе
shall take a
пацаку.
look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Добро. Щось придумаємо. А, от зразу.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Ну, давай. Так. Ага, там нема телепорта, поняв. Ідемо пішком. Пройдемося, прогуляємося. Так. Мені інтересно, оце що за хрень? А...
Leviosa.
м. Ну, хрен його знає. Хто знає, підскажіть, будь ласка.
Revelio.
Так, добро. 5 із 15.
I had an awful time in potions the other day.
Здорово.
Revelio.
Так.
If we had a round of gobstones in the common room, it's the same as catching cold outside.
Так, це виход. Ну, слухайте, потайна комната, це прям максимально прикольно. Тихо. Не вздумай. Так, ще книжечка, ще сторіночка.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
А якщо ми зараз спробуємо отак от.
Incendio.
О. Хм, інтересно. Даже таки прикольно. Якісь загадки такі.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Так. Це як і... давай отак от.
Lumos.
А що тут? Опа. Так. Давайте поки отак от зробимо.
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio.
Так. Перчат. Так.
Lumos.
Incendio.
Так.
Seems the devil's stone is protecting a chest of some kind. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio.
Так.
Lumos. Incendio.
Понятно.
Revelio.
А як там, де? Оце.
Reparo.
Ні. Оце я раді сундука сюди зайшов, так? Ну, получається.
Lumos.
Щит Гриффіндора.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Так. Що в нас там по заклинанням є? Так. Ну таке. Грошики це потрібно.
Lumos. Revelio.
Так, то есть там.
Lumos.
Ага, це виход в теплиці. Я думав, яка то буде, знаєш, там, чи драка, там, драться будем з цим растінням, що то там, знаєш, ну, якийсь такий бой. Ні. Просто підійшли на морозі. Так, ага. Подожди. Тут же ж у нас десь наш, это... Зелье вариться. О. Так. Ага, листья бадьяна. Хорошо, так. Воно дальше вариться. Чи там виростає, хорошо. Так, мені треба куди? До того бадьяна, да? А ми... Вот так вот. Быстро, резко и удобно. Вообще шикарно. Ну, ця серія буде, скоріш за все, що, ну, не така довга. Бо я і так одну велику серію ділю напополам. Того що, ну,
Revelio.
такі діла. Так. Це птиця яка-то. Добре. Так, ідемо до цього бадьяна. Бабадяна. Так, тут нема нічого, да? Так. Та підожди, не кричи. Підожди, тут треба цьому
Have you
малому.
found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show everyone how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will.
Надіюся, що в тебе все буде
Thank you for
хорошо.
all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Так, ну це виходить, ми
Revelio.
виповнили задання побочне, так? Замок другий рівень.
I'm sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. We'll be sure to tell him how...
Волшебник, сирота. Угу.
Spies him.
Визвав патронус у виді мишки.
Bit of snot on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
Гаргулья? Так, а як там зберегти гру? Є? Є? Настройки. Сохранить ігру. Вот. Все. Да, ігра збережена. Давайте десь знайдемо таке хороше місто. Отак. О. Ні, це дуже сильно. А, вже темно. Отак от. Все, друзі. Дякую за перегляд. Не забудьте поставити лайк, коментуйте все, що ви бачили. Як вам взагалі гра, нравиться вам чи не нравиться. Підпишіться і нажміть дзвіночок. Це допоможе мені врости вверх. Все, з вами був Влад. На все добре. Пока.